Hello everybody, this is Matt again. Wanted to give everyone a quick update as to what was going on with the world that I've been building, particularly the underground parts of it. As I said in the last time, I'm not entirely certain I want to um, do too much to reveal exactly where this will be if I surface, but as you remember, I relocated my house here after the hidey hole that my brother and I had inhabited for a while um, was blown up. So this is the place that I've been working on since then. It's underwater, somewhat hopefully hidden, but it's not that huge a deal, I guess. Um, in the time that I've done in the time since the first video, I spent a lot of time cleaning up the kind of upper area. As you can see here, things look a little bit different. If you go back through, there's a lot of little changes. So, for example, the staircase here doesn't overlap anymore out into space. I had cleaned up a lot of the exposed dirt that was up here in this corner, um, made the kind of, the wall of furnaces at the far end a little bit better. My bed isn't randomly along a wall as part of a much larger piece that's now farther down here. I've spent some time to clean up the steps between the various platforms in the grotto. Although I think there's still some renovation to be done around here because this is feeling more and more awkward the more I run up and down it. And this bit is going to have to be changed if I want the grass to grow down in steps. I'm hoping to go for some kind of like a tiered agricultural piece, kind of like what you see in South America on mountainsides. So we'll see how well that works out. As you can see, probably the biggest, most significant change has been there was this random stub of a cave out this direction that I've moved my bed into, and I started trying to do some wood paneling to make this more of a sleeping area that's somewhat more formal. My trees have still not grown. Not entirely happy about that. I'm thinking about either adding more torches here around. Just go ahead and do that. I'm sick of thinking about it. So let's try that, and we'll see if that causes those guys to grow at all. Um, and so yeah, so that's been part of it. I believe I've got another chest out here, but there's nothing in it yet. I still need to clean up this very end of the storeroom. As you can see, even the kind of vaulting in the ceiling ends at a certain point because it was a kind of a late decision to blow out another couple piers, and then I hit water, so I had to figure out how I wanted to do this. Ended up with a Captain Nemo window, which is really kind of cool to walk up during the daytime and see what looks like squid swimming by in the daytime. So but I do need to clean up this last couple blocks here to get it to look more like this section of it of the storeroom. So I think there's been a lot of other little tiny cleanup pieces. Keep thinking I should go through and do a video that's focuses just on how to deal with ceilings, because I've spent a lot of time the last week or so wandering around looking up at the ceiling trying to figure out how to rationalize that a little bit. But the other thing that I spent some time with was this vertical shaft that takes me down to the lower area. I went through, spent a lot of time in here digging things out, rationalized the stairs, rerouted things by a couple blocks just to make sure everything looks nice and neat, and did in fact put this railing up in place, which makes the shaft look a little bit less like a collection of sticks than I thought it would. I was a little bit worried about that, if you remember, but I think things look generally pretty good here if we look up. Um, and The one downside is that now the end of the staircase kind of runs through the ceiling and you land kind of anonymously here. Um, Not entirely happy with that, but I haven't figured out a better way to handle it. Um, so stay tuned. More to come on that. The big piece, the big thing that changed was the last time you saw this video, there was a big wall here, and you kind of snuck out the side into this larger area where there was a waterfall coming down, and there were all these zombies coming up. As you can see, I blocked off all the entrances because I got sick and tired of dying in this room. Um, I still swear I'm below a spawner, which if you can hear the game sounds here, there are zombies and skeletons and everything all over the space, but nothing can get in. I think I died probably 8 or 9 times, most of which were down here through this dirt. Um, but I've spent a lot of time trying to clean that up and make sure it's all nice and safe. Um, and it's really creepy to hear all these guys here, but they can't get in. At least they haven't yet. So anyway, that's the big news in the kind of civilized area of my hidey hole. There is other stuff to talk about that is particularly through that little dirt door right there, but I'm going to stop this here, and I don't want to let this start rambling too much, and I know there's a bunch of people have already said, too late, you're rambling, so I will sign off here. And if you like this sort of stuff, let me know. Send me an email. Drop a note in the comments or something, and that will help me figure out what to do with future journal entries here. So thank you very much. Talk to you later. Bye.